Alright, wild card. And let's see the teams who have made it in on each side. On the AFC, Patriots take the conference at 12-3-1. And then the remaining teams, Ravens, Titans, Bills, Broncos, and the Raiders. Wow. So Browns going 9-7 and they still don't make playoffs. And in the NFC, 49ers take the conference 14-1-1. And the remaining teams, Bears, Packers, Seahawks, Giants, and Panthers. So just taking a look at the schedule for the playoffs in the wild card round. So, Bills will take on the Titans, Seahawks will take on the Giants, Raiders will take on the Broncos, Packers will take on the Panthers. I think it's going to be Bills, Giants, Broncos, Panthers. Yes. So, let's sim the week. Let's see how it goes. And we are playing the Green Bay Packers. Oof. That is not a team I wanted to play. So just looking at the wild card. Tennessee beat Buffalo. New York beat Seattle. Denver beat Oakland. And Green Bay just beat Carolina. So now in the divisional round, Broncos and Patriots. 49ers and Packers. We lost them in this round before too. Titans and Ravens. And Bears and the Giants. So we'll see how that goes. As we have to face Aaron Rodgers one more time. Just looking at some of his stats. Packers, 46 touchdowns. Only 10 interceptions. Deshaun Dunn, he's over 1,000 yards this year. Naheem Hines. Aaron Rodgers even has 132 yards rushing. Touchdowns, 9. Receiving. Oh, no 1,000-yard receiver. What? That's crazy. So, they have a lot of touchdowns. 12 Funches. Jace Stern. They got a lot. 9. 3 even from their backups. Defensively, though, Isaiah Moore leads in tackles, sacks. Everson Griffin once again. Xavier Thomas. Zadarius Smith are top guys. Interception, Isaiah Moore, their linebacker. And Train Dean the third, Adrian Amos, Darnell Savage. There's, yeah, they have quite a few this year. Punting. So Naheem Hines is a returner. He's got nothing this year, so. Divisional round, once again, a rematch of last year's Packers and Niners. Alright, just looking at some of our stats this year. So Jimmy G had a awful year, let's just put it that way. Harris, great year once again. 5 touchdowns. This is his most yards he's ever had in a season, so, you know, it's good on him. This year we were led by Devonta Smith. Wow. With quite a few receiving at 749, and we had quite a few injuries, so going into this year. Brandon Ayuk had the most touchdowns with 4. Those two have been huge. Warner led our team with Kwan Alexander in tackles. Sacks, 26, Nick Bosa. 19 for Ford, Kinlaw had 10. Interceptions, we've had quite a few all year. Jonathan Jones, Jamal Adams was a great addition to this team. Kicking, Gold, Mitch, most. And just taking a look at the yearly awards, the NFL here for passing. This Van Farley guy leads in passing yards. Aaron Rodgers led in passing touchdowns. We basically shut him down. And Jamie Newman led in interceptions. Just looking at all the quarterbacks and their stats this year. So there you go. Oh, well, look at that. Our backup is number 1 for rushing yards this year. Ezekiel Elliott. I saw that. Saquon Barkley. All the 1,000-yard rushers and Matt Breida. Oh, Derrick Henry didn't hit 1,000 yards. So touchdown 19. Jeez, Joe May. Oh, Saquon Barkley. Gosh. You know what? I did verse Kareem Hunt, and he did not do that much damage. So Braden McManus, AJ Dillon, who had the longest 87 free. Wow, both on the Chargers. Odell Beckham led the receiving game. Quite a few. Stephon Diggs. Just most of them here. Some big names that are down here, actually. Well, Devin Funchess and Tyreek Hill. O.J. Howard led this year for touchdowns with 12. So, tackles, Fred Warner led, of course. That guy. And Quan Alexander is right there. Sacks, it's going to be Nick. It's not showing Nick, but it's Nick Bosa. And D Ford, actually. And Javon Kinlaw would be right here. Interceptions. Owazi. This guy tore us when we versed the Cowboys. But we still beat them. Quite a few interceptions by a lot of DBs here. Not too many lines. There you go. Now the linebackers are popping out. Anyways, kick returns. I just want to figure out who got touchdowns. Jamar Jefferson, he got one early. And Jarvis Landry has 2. And CJ Verdell has 1. Wow, there's Pettis for Detroit. So, that is the stats this season.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. With that, let's get you out to Silicon Valley, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, as we welcome in our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the Wildcard Round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
Who punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. On second down, this is Harris. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up first and 10 at the 20. Rodgers going to throw. And right away, he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A give to Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Rodgers now to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. An extra DB for the 49ers now on third. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10.
Here we go. 20. Check 27. Eyes on 27. Single receiver. Single receiver.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Here we go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Wait.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Here's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a man open down the middle of the field. The first red zone opportunity now for the Packers. They have a first and 10 at the 18. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They'll run on first down. Done. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. 4 yards on the dump off at 2nd down. On play action, now Garoppolo taking a shot. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one and another first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's done. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go.
They run the counter. Done. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here, they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's up to 7 for 7 now on this drive alone. That is caught inside the 5. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 39. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Rodgers. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Here's Rodgers to throw. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Single.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And it was the New York Giants who are moving on as they eliminate the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's done. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Working from the gun, Rodgers. To the tight end and complete. It's Sternberger over the middle. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers to throw again. Funches with a catch over the middle. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll keep it on the ground. Done. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's go, baby.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Harris, and some strong running. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Going right side here, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. Garoppolo, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Harris. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. From the 41, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win. And now Garoppolo lost the football. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Adams hauling it in from Rodgers. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 42. Rodgers will bring him up to the line, 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So a chance there goes by the wayside. That one just didn't have enough leg to get there.
Yeah, and it would have given him a lead here in the 4th quarter. And those are the ones that keep you up at night when you don't have enough distance. I wonder if maybe did his foot hit the ground first? Did he not get enough of the ball? He's going to be thinking about that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught, Smith. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about it on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. It's done. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers.
It's a tough one.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Garoppolo to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So now it'll all come down to Robbie Gould. This would put them in the NFC title game. And his kick is indeed good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it.
Neither of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.